100% of my 180 gig on my phone, my mobile phone, a month. So it's slowed down my speed. So I'm curious if I can actually do lives. So I'm on my way down to the Gold Coast. I'm going down to Miami, actually. I'm seeing the Ministry of Sound Classic, which is, you don't know what Ministry of Sound is, it's like, it used to be a club. I don't think they have the club still anymore. It used to be a club in the UK, and all the big DJs used to play there. And then they brought out CDs, which I buys now. Hey Mike, how you going? I think it's Mike. Mike. I can't see the chat very well because I'm driving, so I'm not trying to read the chat. I'm just going to ramble. Matt, Mike, you know that I ramble quite well. So I'm quite surprised that my phone is working, as in like I can still do a live, even though it's slowed down the speed. So I get 180 gigs. In Australia, I use Telstra. Telstra is the biggest network in Australia. I try not to use Telstra because I don't like to go with the company that has the monopoly, but I decided to fall for it because when you're traveling to, camping and, doing, stuff like that, you can't actually get good coverage. And if you do solo hiking like I do a lot, you want to have coverage as much as you can. Obviously, sometimes you go hiking and you can't get coverage. That's fine, but, still if you get back to the car park, you hope that you can get coverage. I think that's my friend Carol. So guys, I'm doing a horizontal live, which means I can't see the chat very well. I'm driving, so I'm not even going to touch the chat and try to. So I'm not being rude, guys. I'm just rambling. But if you do want to try to talk to me, the best way to talk to me would be to put it in capitals. That way I might have a chance at seeing it, but more than likely I'm not going to because I'm concentrating on driving, right? So anyway, so I'm very surprised that I can actually even do a live. And it's got, hey Dora, how you going? So, where am I going? Broadbeach, that's where I'm going. So, guys, I am live streaming, just testing out if it would work, and it does work. And all the things that are cracking in my car are all my water bottles clanging. So even though I'm not doing 75 hard, I'm still got lots of water. I'm drinking lots of water. It's just part of me now. Good habits, right? So anyway, I'm so excited, guys. I'm going to the Ministry of Sound. They used to do a whole lot of CDs. That's where I was at. And I said, how hi to Mike. They used to do a whole lot of CDs where basically, just all the best music, right? And just bear with me. I'm in the right way. Yep. And I used to have lots of the CDs. I love CDs, right? And now they don't bring out a CD right anymore. It's all, downloading music or watching on YouTube or whatever. Or you go to a rave, right? Like that's obviously where I went last weekend. I went to a rave in Sydney and loved it. Loved dancing, and obviously, guys, I know I love dancing. But better more, that's even a saying, is like when you're on the dance floor and the music is playing and there's lights and it's dark. No one gives a shit who you are, right? I'm not Dora. I'm me. No one gives a shit, right? They don't care who I am, how old I am, what I'm wearing, what I look like, what sex I am, what colour my skin is, if I've got hair, if I don't have hair. They don't give a shit. Everyone is just there to dance. And I think there's something beautiful in that, right? And so anyway, I've booked to see another DJ. I booked this a couple of weeks ago, Ministry of Sound Classic at the Gold Coast. So that's not around the corner from me. Normally I'll see a DJ that's kind of in around town, which is only about half an hour away from where I live. So this is a little bit further. I'm actually driving an hour and a half away from where I live. So that just tells you how, excited I am about it. Now, you're always all laughing and stuff. Does that mean that the sound is not on and I'm just yabbering to myself? That'd be funny. I mean, that's happened before many a time, right? So anyway, let me know, thumbs up, if you can hear me, first of all, because now I'm paranoid. Okay, Deb can hear me. Hi, Deb. How are ya? So, guys, yeah, so I'm going to go see a rave tonight. I wouldn't even call it a rave. It's just like going to a open air market in Miami Beach at the Gold Coast, and basically it started at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but obviously the last 3 hours is where the bigger DJs come. So I'm trying to aim there for 5 o'clock. It's 4:37 at the moment, and they have two stages. So this is my dilemma, guys. This is my first world problems, guys. And I understand the privilege I have right now. You know, sound like a spoiled little brat. You know, there are people homeless here in Australia and all over the world, and here I am is my dilemma that the DJs that I'm going to go see, there's two DJs. There's two DJs I want to see. At 6 o'clock, there's two DJs I want to see. At 7 o'clock, there's two DJs I want to see. Crazy, hey? So, if anyone's into dance music, the headliner is Judge Jules. Look at the sunlight there. Wow. I mean, I'm playing with the phone, guys, but that's the sunlight coming in behind. The sun is setting behind me. It looks very beautiful in that kind of area. Let me just concentrate where I'm going. Nerang, Broadbeach. Straight ahead, I think I'm going. So, I'm sidetracked. What was I saying? Oh, Judge Jules. Judge Jules is the main headliner. He's on at 7 o'clock. So this is early, guys. So this is the really cool thing about Sunday afternoon going to see DJ. They finish early. So, like, you know, people that don't drink like me, well, don't drink all the time, and you know, we've all got to work tomorrow, right? That you know, it finishes at 8 o'clock. Can you believe it? 8 o'clock at night. Crazy, right? So Judge Jules is on at 7. Tall Paul. So Tall Paul is another older DJ. These guys have been going around, I would have to say 35 years. That's how old these DJs are. Like, they'd be hitting 60, I reckon. I just turned 50. I reckon they're about good 10 years older than me. Yeah, I reckon they're about 60. And they're still touring around. They've been touring around all the last month around Australia. So Tall Paul's on at 6, and the two DJs that I want to see at 5 is Mark Dynamic, and there's another one. I can't remember his name now off the top of my head. Mark Dynamic, and another DJ. And I saw him only just recently at Ministry of Sound at the Sunshine Coast. So I'm not that upset if I miss one of them. But yeah, I'm very excited seeing Judge Jules and Tall Paul. I don't think I've seen both those DJs for a long time. Like, I reckon 15 years ago I saw these two DJs play, back when, you know, it was very, very popular to go look at dance music and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm very excited, guys. So I just thought I'd come in and check if my data still works. I mean, I know my data still works, it just slows it down, right? But it's very, very surprising that I can still live stream. I'm actually surprised. I'm very surprised. So I wish I could show you like what I'm looking at in front of me right now, because the Gold Coast is like Florida, I guess. Miami Beach, like high rise, right? It's very just high rise on the beach. So that's what I'm looking at in front of me. It's like all the high rises coming in that I'm driving into. So Miami is kind of in the middle of the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is quite a huge, I reckon it's probably 60 k's. It's a long stretch of beach, and it's just full of big apartments on the beach. Beautiful beach. I haven't spent a lot of time on the Gold Coast, got to say, for a while actually. So it's probably due to actually come to the Gold Coast and go to the beach and do some lives on the beach. I think you'd love to see the Gold Coast beaches. I mean, you saw Bondi Beach the other day, and it's pretty picturesque. But I want to say, the Gold Coast beaches, shit on Bondi. Bondi's got the popular name, right? But some of the beaches in the Gold Coast are spectacular, like Tallabudgera, um, the Rocks, Snapper Rocks, Coolangatta. Oh, all those beaches are just, even Surfers Paradise, I reckon is beautiful. Surfers Paradise is amazing. So yeah, I do need to remind me, guys, when I do lives to say, when are you going to go to the Gold Coast, Dora? Okay, now thinking where I'm going. I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to a location, I know Miami Beach, but I'm going to a place, I don't even know where it is. And they did say that they're recommending people to not drive their cars. They want you to catch the bus there, which tells me there's probably going to be no parking. But of course, Dora loves to walk, so probably going to have to walk. That's okay. Where are we going to go? Straight or Robina? We're going to go straight, guys. We're going to go straight. I'm going in blind because I don't know why my phone is not connecting to my system in the car, so I can't actually look at Google Maps and stuff like that. So I'm just using my direction, my sense of direction. And look, we're not going to get lost, guys. I mean, if I went straight ahead, I'd end up in the water. And left surface, right, I know is to Miami. So I'm heading in the right direction. I'm going straight ahead and then right. And then I'll hit Miami Beach. That's the main thing, right? Miami Beach, actually, guys, it's got a big sign that says Miami, just like the Hollywood Hills sign. And apparently it's been there for that long, they've actually heritage listed it. It's at a school, which is even funnier. It's actually Miami High School, and they've got the Miami sign like the Hollywood Hills sign. And because it's been there for a million years, they've actually like heritage listed it. Kind of funny, eh? So yeah, I think I definitely. So Deb's saying hi to Mike. Hi Mike, hi Deb. I think there was Carol in the background. It says there's 6 people there. I wasn't expecting anyone, to be honest, because normally in the afternoon you guys are sleeping. You should be sleeping. So yeah, I thought I'd be talking to myself, that guys, I talk to myself a lot. It also said because I said I haven't been to this place. It's not a club. It's like a market that has like obviously live rooms where music is played, and they got food trucks to get food, right? But they said in the write-up, it said, oh, not only you should catch a bus there, but they also said bring a hat, sunscreen. So I'm not actually sure if I should be putting sunscreen on. But it's nearly 5 o'clock, so the sun is setting behind me, as you see. So I think we're okay. I don't think we need to put sunscreen on. I don't think we're going to put a hat on. I'm not going to carry sunglasses because you know what's going to happen. I'll carry sunglasses and then I'll have them sitting on my head and then I'll put them down. I'm going to go to the toilet and then I'll lose my sunglasses. So I'm not going to do that. So Mike is saying something it's Mary. It's Mary from Blessing Connections. Hello, Mary. How are you going? Hope you're well. I think I got that right because I know Mary's got 2 channels, and Mike just said something about 2 channels. So Mary from Blessings Connections. Now, where am I going? I don't think we want to be in this lane. No, we're good. I'm just going past the big shopping centre of the Gold Coast. It's a massive shopping centre. It's called Pacific Fair. Pac Fair, they call it. Pacific Fair. Yeah, everything in Australia is shortened, right? So Pacific Fair turns into Pac Fair. So Pac Fair is where they have all the big shops, right? It's a very big shopping centre. I actually haven't been there for ages either. I've got to say, I have not been to the Gold Coast in ages. And actually, we're just going past another place called Dracula's, which is a really cool club. It's a cabaret club. So Dracula's is where they have like the scary cabarets. It's a very sexy kind of thing. I've only ever been once or twice, I think. The last time I went was a Day of the Dead cabaret. So very sexy, very cool dancing. When you drive past, there's a big skull. They've always changed the outside of it. It's always very spooky like. Halloween, they do a lot of really cool things. So that's what I just drove past. And then I'm also driving past the casino. What is the casino called these days? I actually don't know. I'm not sure. As I said, at the Gold Coast anymore. Like, I live close to the Sunshine Coast. So, like, the Sunshine Coast is an hour away from me. The Gold Coast is an hour and a half. So it's a little bit further and a lot more traffic. So, as I said, I don't bother coming down here that often. But, yeah, there is a casino. What's it called? Jupiter's Casino. I think it's called Jupiter's. I don't know. Does anyone go to casinos in the chat? It's not a thing that I really do. I go. There's a new one in the city actually in Brisbane, and they have on the 23rd floor. They have a really cool observation deck, and it's free to get there. But I generally don't go to the casinos. Yeah, just don't waste my money. But I mean, hey, everyone up to their own. But yeah, as I said, right in front of me is really cool now. So basically, 100 meters in front of me, less than 100 meters. I'm not very good with like lengths. I can't see the ocean, but I can see the trees that sit on the ocean. So that's how close I am to the beach. And then I'm going down south along the beachfront. I'm not going on the beachfront because the club that I'm going to is actually not on the beachfront. It's just a bit back. Hopefully, good. I thought I was in the right lane. I'm in the right lane. We're going well, guys. We're going well. Dora without Google Maps on. I like to challenge myself sometimes and actually not use Google Maps because I don't know if you notice, right? When you use Google Maps or those maps things, I use Waze a lot. You don't know how you got somewhere. You put it in there, you just kind of la 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 la, and then maps or whatever again to get out of there. So I sometimes like to not use these map things so that I can, remember how to get places. Because back in the day, we used a Refidex, right? We never used to use these things on our phones or, plugged into our computers in the cars. And, I don't know even how we did it. Did we pull over on the side of the road and look at a map? I don't know. I can't remember. I really can't remember. But I have from doing that, and I guess I used to be a rep on the road, used to sell things like, many different things on the road. So I used to drive around the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, Brisbane a lot. So my sense of direction is pretty good because I've been driving around. So it's interesting, guys. Like, I've just been to Sydney and they have the light rail system, and the Gold Coast actually have just put a new light rail system. It's not new. It's probably the last 5 years. And literally, I've got 2 rows of traffic going south next to me, I'm going in two rows. And then in the middle of the road, we have 2 tracks, which are for the light rail. And then on the other side, we've got 2 tracks, 2 roads going north. So yeah, a light rail goes through this basically all the way down the Gold Coast now, nearly to the end. So it's trying to get cars off the road, right? Because the Sunshine Coast, the Gold Coast, they were never built for this much tourism. Like, people come to the Gold Coast because it's an amazing place, right? Just like they go to Bali and all those kind of places, but the roads are not made for that many tourists. And yeah, same thing with the Gold Coast here. And I'm sure it's the same in America. Like in Florida, I just remember South Beach, when I went to South Beach, the roads were went one way some ways and some went the other way, just because they just didn't have enough roads, right? Like, there wasn't enough, they built, I don't know what I'm trying to say, that there wasn't enough, there's too much traffic. That's what it's trying to say. There's too much traffic. So I think it's a problem all over the world. So guys, I think I'm nearly there. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm at, where am I? I'm at, I don't know what, Broadbeach. I've just gone through Broadbeach. Then it goes into, what does it go into next? Broadbeach. I think I might be actually really close. Actually, I must be close, guys, because Mermaid Waters, that's it, Mermaid Waters, because it said to me that I would be around about 5 o'clock. It is 4:52, so I'm like close, close, close. So anyway, guys, I wanted to come back later on my drive home, because now I know I've got reception. I mean, I can use my data on my phone, even though it's slowed down, it's okay. And tell you an update on how much fun it was. I don't think I'm going to live stream there, just because when I live stream from Hypersonic, I've got a lot of copyrights, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get in trouble for that. I didn't seem to get in trouble. They just took down the video, which is fine. I could try, but I don't know. I think I might just enjoy the moment, right? But Dora's like, she's obsessed with doing lives, just obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. Okay, we're in Mermaid Waters. So on the left-hand side is the ocean. Still can't see the ocean, but like I'm like 1 block away, literally 1 block. Now we've gone down to one lane now. We've got one lane going south, and I think we've got one lane going north. So they've really butchered the road here at the moment because of all the, well, they've put the light rail in. With the light rail, they've taken away the middle section, which they probably would have been able to have 2 lanes. So yeah, I could only imagine this road on a Monday morning or Monday to Friday. It'd be a nightmare. I'm glad I'm here on a Sunday. So anyway, yep, Sunday afternoon, 5:54 a.m. Dora is going to I wouldn't really call it a rave. I'd say she's going to go listen to some DJs, some old school DJs. We're going to hear some old tunes, which I think, right, if you think about it, the reason why I got a few copyrights on the last when I went to Hyperlogic is because they're new DJs. They're DJs that are touring. They're big DJs. The DJs that I'm going to see now, they've been around for, as I said, 30 years or something. And their all their music was played out on CDs. So a lot of their music probably aren't on Apple. Well, they are probably on Apple. But I don't think they're like, they've got the copyright stuff on it. So maybe I'm justifying myself that maybe I will do some live streaming. See what I mean? I can't help myself. Okay, where am I? Burger and coffees. No. Okay, I think I'm getting that Mermaid. Okay, so guys, this is a great memory, guys. So I grew up in Brisbane area, right? When I was a little kid. And there used to be a place called Magic Mountain. So today on a live, Mike was there. We were talking about, Jordan was talking about Dreamworld. Disney World being so expensive. It's like 120 to 200 US dollars a ticket, right? And not too many people go because it's so expensive. I mean, people go, but it's very expensive. Well, we have Dreamworld here in Queensland, in Brisbane or the Gold Coast. Dreamworld is our miniature version of Disneyland. And back in the day, they used to have Magic Mountain, which I'm literally about to drive past. And it's a little mountain. Now it's full of apartments. I mean, again, I can't show you guys because I can't hold the phone, but it actually says Magic Mountain on top of the apartment buildings. So Magic Mountain, they used to have this big merry-go-round that the big seats that I don't think they call a merry-go-round. The ones that they're swings and you just go around in a merry-go-round. I don't know what you call that. Merry-go-round swing. Maybe that's it. They used to have one of those, and I remember going on that when I was really young. That's a fun memory. My mum and dad, my sister and me, and Magic Mountain. And Magic Mountain is no longer there. It hasn't been there for probably 40 years. But it still has Magic Mountain on top. Interesting. So I think I'm at Nobby's Beach. Nobby's Beach, and I'm looking right at a big surfboard empire. It's a big surfboard shop. Obviously, lots of surfers down the Gold Coast. Massive lots of surfers. Surfing's the institution here at the Gold Coast. So a lot of surfer boys or surfer women or surfer people, what do you want to call them? And I think around the corner, I'm going to go past the Miami sign, which is like, the historical sign that says Miami. Welcome to Miami. And then I know that I'm really, really close. Like, I think if my phone was working properly with my GPS in the car, it'll be going beep, 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 beep. You're in the right place. Nobby's Beach. I'm in Nobby's Beach. Miami Business Center. Okay, I think I'm close, guys. So I need to find a park. I've got to find where I'm going first, but I think I'm going to drive past the Miami sign first, just for shits and giggles. Sorry I can't show you guys, but you can just pretend. And one day I will show you. Again, there's a lot of development, so I don't even think we'll be able to see it. On the left-hand side is a school. I can see the school, but because there's so much development, they've got big bitumen graveling things that make bitumen on the road, because they're redoing the roads here, right? I can see the sign, Miami State High School, but I can't see the Miami yet. I see the bush behind it. Can I see the Miami sign? I wish I could show you guys. It's really cool, actually. Okay. Just about to see the sign. See the sign. Oh, yep. Is it there? I see the high. It's got Miami and it says high. All the. Oh, yeah, there it is. Miami. Miami high. It doesn't look that great. I didn't think it's in yellow now. I thought it was in white, like the Hollywood Hills. Okay, it's in yellow now. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for listening. I'm going to switch this off so I can figure out where I'm actually going, because I am in Miami. Welcome to Miami. And I believe I have to go left, right. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll come back later. You guys should be asleep. I'll catch you. Thanks for watching. And yeah, bye.